Hello and welcome to today's Dalal Street Week Ahead video. Now in today's video, I'll be taking a look at what news will be affecting our markets this week, whether you're trading the stocks or you're trading the headline indices like Nifty and Bank Nifty. Apart from that, we'll be taking a look at three majors which have released the results this weekend, which is Reliance Industries, ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank. For each, I'll share my trading plan for it and how I believe the market will be absorbing the news. Now, coming to the general news front, now I believe the one factor which will really affect our markets in the coming 1 to 2 days, basically Monday and Tuesday, is the monsoon session of the parliament is restarting. So I expect the ruling government to get attacked quite badly over a lot of details, let's say, of operations in Dur and all. So that will be affecting our markets, and also the income tax bill is being tabled tomorrow in the Lok Sabha. So all these factors will play an effect. However, on the broader picture, the one thing which will continue affecting our markets this week is the US trade deal. Now it's been, I think, 4 weeks of every day, either the US team or India or someone saying that yes, we're close to a trade deal, and then another day they say we are stuck on certain points. We're not able to make a conclusive decision. So that drama is continuing. I've already seen that some team which was sent has landed back to India, or negotiation team, and is the usual hui which is being done. So that will continue affecting our markets. However, do you have a lot of results coming out this week of a lot of major companies? So that's another thing which will have to be seen as the days go along. So that's really it on the news front. Let's take a look at Reliance. Then we'll take a look at ICICI. Last, we'll take a look at HDFC Bank. Now coming to Reliance Industries. Now, Reliance Industries results, according to me, they're not excellent, they're average. The average results, I'll put it, because once you remove the gain they've made, one-time gain they've made from Asian Paints share sale, the average results. But I've already seen quite a few brokers have come out and given a bigger outperform statement to Reliance Industries, and naturally most of the retail follows that. So that is what's going to have a large effect on the stock in the coming few trading sessions. Now, how do I expect Reliance Industries to trade? Now, as long as Reliance Industries is between 1505 and 1460, this is going to be a box range. You're not going to get any clean move until it breaks above this or it breaks below this. There is a resistance at 1492, but the reason I'm not highlighting it is that is not a very strong resistance zone, so it can be blown through. Plus, there is more of a resistance that is applicable for short-term trading, like intraday, and not positional daily trading. So as long as between 1505 and 1490, 1460, do not expect a move. If it breaks 1505, then it will move up straight to 1530 to 1538, which is the next resistance zone, and 156. Breaks 1460, it goes down to 1421 to 1432. No, you cannot have a decisive plan on Reliance Industries right now because of the simple fact that the results have come out, and the market, we do not exactly 100% know how the market is going to react to those numbers. So that is why I'm giving the dual-way move, because you're going to have to see how it opens. And once it opens, if it opens between 1492 and 1505, then it will have a high likelihood of going to 1530, 1538. However, if it opens below 1492 even, then it's a box range move until that thing. And in fact, if it does that, then I most likely will go and sell C's and P's in it if I want to do a non-trend, basically directionless option sell. But I don't like them, but I will see about it in tomorrow's trading session. Next, we're taking a look at ICICI Bank. Now, ICICI Bank, when we take a look at it, you'll see that I have highlighted certain lines in blue and certain in the black and red. Now, ICICI Bank has a lot lot and that's simply due to one thing. The red and black are the quant levels, which everyone knows about and has seen the performance. But the blue is the high volume bar of mine, which I heavily use for day trading or positional trading. Now, if you look at ICICI Bank, you will see that from roughly this point, which is April, the stock has been in a box range. However, it was trying to go out of it on the downside. Even twice it tried, but it could not. But then a high volume bar formed, and after that we have really been in that range, and we have not actually broken the bottom of the bullish high volume bar. And that is the reason we didn't break it, this bottom, because this is a bullish high volume bar, and so it's going to sustain the stock. So my trading plan for ICICI Bank is pretty simple. I am looking at it only from an intraday perspective or overnight for the coming week. For if it breaks the high of here, then it will be making a dash to 1453. If it breaks 1453.65, then it becomes a positional trade for a target of 1472, then 1488 and 1506. At each level, you'll naturally have to see how it performs. But for me to say I'm going to go positionally long from here, I will have to see this trend catcher indicator come above zero. I'll have to see this trend catcher indicator come above zero, and I'll have to see the volume buildup also turn to somewhere like how it was at this point. So that's the whole thing. So ICICI Bank is also in a rut, and how I look at it, since we are not that far away from monthly expiry now, I look at it from one way. If you are a C and P seller, option seller, you can actually go and sell C is above 1472 and P is below 1395 or even 1405, and sort of eat the premium across the range. It is a higher risk move. It is something that can be done. Why I said for the bottom I went to 1405, but for the top I went above, because on the downside, I believe ICICI Bank results are good, and I think it has a bigger downside protection now because of those results. Unless severe bad news comes, I don't see ICICI Bank breaking 1405 and 1395 supports. So that's the reason I give that kind of an outlook for ICICI Bank, and I give it for Reliance. I think ICICI Bank's results are better than what Reliance has given, better than what HDFC Bank has given. Now let's move on to HDFC Bank. Now for HDFC Bank, I even told clients that I expect HDFC Bank not to give good numbers, and that has sort of played out. If you look at the numbers, they're not great. I've seen 1-2 brokers already give a thing that they maintain. One has said neutral stance, and one has put him an outperformer already. So that is basically them, I think, holding a lot of the shares, and they want to try to stop any fall which happens. Now, according to me, how I see HDFC Bank, if it breaks the low of Friday, very important support is 1920, 1932. If it breaks this, then positionally it's going down to 1848 to 1465. 1865. Breaks that and goes to 1810. You'll see I put more supports than I put resistance levels. This is, I believe, with the current results it has given, I'll find very unlikely if it goes and breaks these resistance zones, which I've highlighted of 1982, 2008, and 2025. So, my view on HDFC Bank, I'm going to wait to see how it opens. If it breaks this low, it's a fall to 1920 to 1932. If it breaks that, then it's a positional fall to 1848 to 1865. However, I think if you're going to day trade HDFC Bank, as I know a lot of you who watch my videos are day traders also, wait for at least the first 15 minutes to pass. This is in the first 15 minutes, there'll be a lot of push and pull because of all these broker reports and everything. And some people will have a bullish view, some people will have a bearish view naturally. So let that play out, then you can consider it for day trading or positional trading even. So that's my view on HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank and Reliance. Hope it made sense, because you cannot give a complete, clear and concise view like I usually do because of results. You have to play it as it comes along. As we have seen in the past, stocks like IDFC First Bank, which have had, so not IDFC First Bank, IndusInd Bank, and they have still managed to survive. So that's the same thing. You have to take care that you wait for the market to open, and based on the levels and what I explained, you can take a move as you see fit. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and hit the like button. If you like the video, also share to other stock-minded people. Thank you.